Hello my dear friends, my name is Sanne and welcome back to another beauty video. Today I have a Spirited Away makeup look tutorial for you. We're going over how to create this makeup look, which is both inspired by Haku from Spirited Away and the Soot sprites, to match these absolutely beautiful handmade earrings by Lottie B on Instagram. So let's quickly get into this tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna start by priming my face. I'm sorry if my voice is still not okay. It sounds really weird, I feel like. It is currently 8:30 a.m. I've been up for the past hour cleaning my room and I have slept for like 5 hours. But I don't have much time this morning and I still really wanted to film this look. So this was the only moment I could do it. So I am tired. And it may sound a bit weird because my voice is still starting up because this is literally the first time I've spoken this morning. So fancies. Anyway, I just primed my face using the Essence Wannabe My Honey Luminizing Primer. And we're gonna create a base. Trying to use up the Catrice All Matte Plus Shine Control makeup because I've had it for years, like absolute years. I don't even think it's healthy, oh my god, to put this on my face anymore. I don't think you could see that, but that thing just catapulted all over my couch and everything. Oh my god. So maybe this is getting to a point where it is too empty to properly use. Then I will throw it out because I'm done with it. Yeah, I don't think the end of this thing is reaching the last bits at the bottom. I've been wanting to use up this foundation for ages just because I don't really wear foundation, especially not when going out. I basically only wear it when I do makeup looks for Instagram or for videos, because then I have like a nice even base to work with. In general, when going out and stuff, I don't wear foundation. Then I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer Satin Finish. I'm just really creating the most basic base to work with because the eyes are gonna be a bit excessive. I don't think I've ever filmed this early. Maybe for like a vlog or something, but not like an actual video. I usually don't even start my day this early. I have a messed up sleeping schedule as well, so I knew I had to wake up at around 7, but around 1 a.m. I still wasn't tired, so that's not really helping. Let's go in with some powder. We're going for the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I'm just setting my face with a focus on my under eyes because they will crease. Then I'm going in with my Essence Brow Powder set to fill in my brows a bit. And then I'm setting the hairs in place with my really gross looking Essence Brow Like a Boss Ink Brow Gel. Oh, this is the thing I hate so much about Essence products. I love their makeup, but their packaging is just the worst. Already, again, this blush packaging, I've had this for like a few months and now it's broken. And I hate it so much because this is my favorite blush, but the packaging is just so fragile and cheap. Anyway, I'm just using a pretty simple neutral blush for me. It's just a bit of a old rose tone, I guess. I don't want anything excessive. Just want a tiny bit of color on my face, but I don't want it to take away from the makeup look later, so. This is the Essence, the blush in the shade 90 Bedazzling, by the way. But we have our very generic, simple base done, so it's time to move to the eyes. So I'm just applying an eyeshadow primer. I'm currently using the the Meeki eyeshadow primer, Hydrating Prime and Boost. I don't think you can get this anywhere. I don't even think Meeki sells products anymore. I think you can get this anywhere, but if you can, it should be at the Action. And I feel like Max & More has similar things in the same packaging as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do a sort of base with shimmers and mattes, and I'm gonna draw a graphic line on top of it. And for the shades of the eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using white and teal, because those are Haku's colors in Spirited Away, and I wanted to do something inspired by that. So I'm gonna be doing white on the inner and outer corner. So doing a bit of a halo eye, but I do want to keep it in a sort of like more pointed shape. So on the inner corner I'm going a tiny bit more downwards, and on the outer corner I'm going a tiny bit more upwards into a bit of a wing. And for this I'm using the shade White Lies from the Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette. Okay, I feel like we have some sort of shape going on. Looks funky like this. I look a bit like an alien. And then I'm gonna go into the shade Crab House by Chaos Dirt, which is a really great teal shade. A teal shimmer actually. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of glitter primer in the center, just to make sure the shimmers are really sticking. And this is the Technic glitter primer. And then I'm just going in with a bit of a flat brush and going into Crab House. Applying that right to that center. And I'm trying to blend that a bit into the white. Putting it on the lower lash line as well. So for the center I'm also going into this shade, which is called Manifest by Chaos Dirt, which is a sparkly minty shade, and I just make sure that that center is like extremely sparkly. These two shades work great together. I wish I had like a white eyeshadow base. That would have been even more perfect. But I don't have that. I do have something else. I'm just gonna try the one eye. I'm using the Makeup Revolution Creator Revolution Face Paint palette. Just using the white cream face paint that is in it. I'm applying that right where I put the white eyeshadow, just to see if we can make it a bit more pigmented. I'm just going back into that white eyeshadow just to set that face paint. It is much whiter now, but I also feel like it turned a bit more patchy. That's a bit sad. Anyway, we need to get into some more shimmers. So I'm going into this shade, which is the Into You Boom. Oh my god, wait, I didn't notice that. I never push my eyeshadows hard enough to notice stuff like that, but ooh, it's like one of those putty eyeshadows. I just keep adding sparkles. This is the Into You Boom Single Shadow shade 4. And I just want to go in with one final shimmer for a tiny bit more contrast. So I'm going into the shade Scheduled Specks by Chaos Dirt, which is a bit of a pinkish shimmer. I'm gonna put that on the top of the white as well, just so it maybe looks a bit more duochrome-y, like I'm shifting from pink to mint, basically just to create some interest. Okay, so now it's time to go into the graphic liner. So I'm going into my water-based face paint palette, which I use as graphic liner, and I'm going into black. I'm going into a real thin brush, and I'm gonna draw some Soot sprites. So I'm gonna start out with a circle, because they're approximately circular, and then I'm gonna just draw some lines along the edges, going inwards, to make them look fuzzy. And I just wanna focus them on those white parts right there. And I wanna make sure that I'm going outwards a bit. And while I'm going outwards, I make them a bit sparser, basically, on where I'm placing them. Okay, so I have the base for the Soot sprites done. I did it more in like the shape of the eye on this side, and I think I like that better. I think this is just a bit too much, so I'm mainly focusing on this eye. So I'm going in with some white face paint and a really small brush. If you want to know how I use face paint and graphic liner, I use nail art brushes for it. And if you want even more tips, I did make like a beginner's video last year, I think. Basically just drawing eyes. And since you're going with white on top of black, make sure it's really pigmented and a bit thick. And just dot some white in there to make an eye. And then I'm going back in with an extremely thin brush and a tiny bit of black. And I'm gonna draw like the tiniest dot inside the eye. So now I'm gonna go in with some pastel shades. So I'm going into my Root Cosmetics Splash Liner in the shade Cotton Candy. And I'm gonna start out with the yellow. And with that yellow, I'm going to draw the tiniest little star. And I know the stars that the Soot sprites have in the movie are more like the Japanese candy. I feel like that's a bit too difficult to draw on such a small scale. So I'm going for regular tiny stars. And I'm showing you them now in yellow, but I will be adding them in a few different colors soon. I basically just draw a tiny star. That's it. And I'm going in with a few different colors now, so I'll be right back with you and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I have all the stars done. I don't know if you can see them very well. Like this it's better, I think. So I have some green, some orange and some yellow, because in the movie the stars are white, yellow, red and green. Don't really have a pastel red and I did have an orange. So I think that is the graphic liner done. I do prefer this side over that side, so I'm just gonna pretend this side isn't here. And I'm just gonna apply some mascara, which I think will already make the look a lot less alien-y. So I'm using the Essence Another Volume Mascara Just Better. And we just add some highlighter. I'm going for a fun highlighter. I'm applying the VAEN Beauty Pink Quartz highlighter. It's very sparkly. And let me just do a very neutral lip with this. So I'm going into my favorite lip liner, which is the Catrice Plumping Lip Liner in the shade 010 Understated Chic. So I have the Mina Cosmetics lipstick in shade 257, which is nice and a bit cool toned. Just a very simple lipstick. And now that I have that on, I'm just gonna stick on some lashes and then I'll be right back with you with the finished look. Okay, so I'm back with the finished look. I put on some lashes. I don't really like these. They're very uneven. Can you see how different they are? These are the Essence Lash Like a Boss lashes in style 1 OMG. The whole reason I wanted to do a Soot Sprite look was because of these freaking adorable earrings. They're by Lottie B on Instagram. I bought them at Comic-Con. And they're so cute. So cute! So I was like, I need to do a Soot Sprite look. So these are the tiny little Soot Sprite guys. I think I will do this again, but then with different base colors and make it more similar to the earrings, so they really match. In general, I think the look turned out cute. I like that we have white and teal to represent Haku, and then we have some Soot Sprites, so it's definitely a full Spirited Away inspired look. I'll link the creator of these earrings in the description so you can check them out. And I'll of course link all the products that I've used down below as well. So that was the tutorial for the Spirited Away makeup look. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, my blog, my socials, my gaming channel, and everything else you need to know about me is all linked down below, so you can check that out as well. And that's gonna be it for me today. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!